I started gardening about 10 years back. In the year 2012, I joined the All India Kitchen Garden Association. You have an overview of my garden as we enter. Come. Now, after the vertical garden is the bonsai section. Some of these plants are like 20-25 years old. And then I have this focal point number 2. Here you can see the different foliage, all made from green, different colors. You can see the light colors contrasting against the dark colors. My garden with the water fountain and the 2 little ducks, and they look very pretty, and the sound is also quite nice when we sit over here and have some tea in the evenings. We always like to grow some vegetable at least. So mostly I grow haldi over here. Haldi I start growing from the month of May and they grow till January. So after that, like about 15-20 days I don't grow anything, and then I'm growing like something like palak behind, and these are ARUGULA leaves. This is over there. So that I have a complete garden, even in the front lawn. Both my parents used to love gardening, and we used to stay in a small place called Renu Sagar. Over there was a subsidiary of Hindalco. It was a power plant, and it was surrounded 3 sides by hills, and one side was a lake, and we had a big house and a very big garden where we grew all kinds of fruits. Each fruit was in my garden, we name it, and it was there, like amrak, shatut, sharifa, banana, amrood, katal, everything, sarson, wheat, dale. So everything used to be grown. So I was very fond of gardening from a small age. When I was young at that time, there was nothing, we never knew anything about these artificial or chemical fertilizers. So that is what has got ingrained into me, and I don't like to put anything inorganic in my garden, and especially in my vegetable gardens I only use organic khad, and I make it myself mostly. I make mostly for my kitchen garden from my kitchen waste, and I use that, and you can see the quality of my plants. They are so healthy, all of them, because of my kitchen garden waste. And even for my pesticide, I never use any kind of inorganic pesticide. I always make my own, as we have been taught in All India Kitchen Garden, all their teachings for organic pesticide. I make it that way, and then I spray it. And sometimes Mali doesn't do it, then I come and do it myself. All the spraying or whatever is required, I come and see, I check my plants. Another important thing is to check your garden every day, just like you look after your children. So similarly, you have to look after your garden. Just look by seeing, like you can tell that if this plant is healthy or it is becoming sick, and then you have to just take care of the sick child. So then I spray some organic pesticide, and I do it regularly, like after 2 or 3 days I repeat it, and then it becomes healthy. Mostly they become, very few there which die. And when I use organic khad for my soil, and I put all the micronutrients and do all the feeding at the right time, mostly my plants are not attacked by any pests. Just like we take care of our body, and if we have proper food and if we take our vitamins properly, then we don't fall sick. Similarly, the plants don't fall sick. So I have these 4 strong pillars on my terrace. These are the pillars on which the whole bed is standing. It is like a 20 by 20 feet by 20 feet bed, and because it initially from the beginning the pillars were made weight bearing pillars, and so I could build this whole big bed. Otherwise, building a bed on the terrace is not a very good idea, otherwise seepage चले जाता है ज़मीन के अंदर. And we had a monkey attack, and पूरा खेत, standing खेत of bhutta corn, whole thing they spoiled, and then I was very upset, and I didn't grow anything for 6 months, and then I built this jal, and then this jal has grown, I mean has made all my vegetables very safe. Yeah, and after some time I realized that even the birds were eating up my vegetables. I'm getting much more produce after I put this jal. Yeah, you can see the plant is laden with tomatoes. And I use all my home compost that I make from the kitchen waste. I use in this kitchen garden beds. I don't put it in anywhere else. I don't give it to my flowers. All my kitchen waste is inside this soil, and you can see how much produce I am getting. And already I have made few bottles of tomato puree. Already I have got lots of tomatoes. I pluck them like in the state of orange color and ripen them below. So they are ripened below in the house. Some have become orange. Iron stake I've staked, and this has made a lot of difference to the tomato plants. I've got much more tomatoes this year than every year. It is very important to buy the saplings from a very reliable source, otherwise कुछ भी नहीं होता कितनी भी मेहनत कर लो. This is kheera plant. We have planted kheera, and then we have planted kattu, chappan kattu, and some onions over there, and some strawberries. This time even my strawberries didn't do very well, but some strawberries we got. I don't know what happened to the strawberries. Every year I get very good strawberries, but this year I'm just like I said, they have to be from a very reliable source. If the plant is not good, then whatever you do, follow all the steps, still you won't get the produce. And bhindi, we are growing. And this bhindi is from our own.
इसलिए नहीं करी थी भिंडी की, वो भिंडी अभी जम रही है ना.
अच्छा.
पता चलो खुद भी चलाओ मैं कब.
अच्छा. This bhindi is grown from our own seeds. We made seeds last year, and then we have put the plucked tomatoes. You can see some mangoes coming. Last year I got 60 mangoes. And they are really delicious AMRAPALI mango. This is AMRAPALI mango, and they grow quite big, and they are really delicious and dark. They become dark orange in color. So, and then I have this nibu plant, but this lemon plant I don't know has not been doing so well. And then I have amrood. Amrood again, all the monkeys attack this amrood plant. I have this KINNOO plant over here. And this is narangi plant, the China orange. And then I'm doing beetroot over here, and it's doing very well. And it keeps on giving beet to me till the month of May. And like quite big size, this big size of beet it gives. So this bale patra is also very important for the gardens. And then I have this banana. This is a dwarf banana plant. I mean, it just goes to height to 5 to 6 feet and gives bananas. But all this have to leave this for the monkeys, because always the monkeys love bananas and they eat. So this is only grown for the monkeys. And then I have this moringa plant. Again, this moringa plant was broken by the monkey, and it gives very, very sweet moringa. The moringas are very tasty and juicy when it comes. And this I planted last year only, the chiku plant. And this I have done green mulching. So I put bathua. I ate bathua in the whole winters. I ate bathua. You can see the green mulching done, which protects the plants also from too much heat. And now I've left the bathua to collect the seeds. You can see the seeds coming. And then this is the anar tree. This is only 6 months old, and still it's started flowering a lot. Just 6 months old. It's a good anar from, I don't know, from Bangalore, somewhere from the south.
ऐसे वाले प्लांट है वो बहुत जगह चाहिए होता है, जैसे टमाटर है, बैंगन काफी होता है।
कुछ भी नहीं हो सकता, पूरा मेरा जो बगीचा है वो ये हरिओम ही संभालते हैं, एंड पूरा पॉजिटिव एनर्जी देते हैं मेरे गार्डन को। हर समय भजन गाते रहते हैं और फिर गार्डनिंग करते रहते हैं। सो इनके हाथ से हर चीज़ हो जाती है। बोलो फिर से।
अब इसको ठीक काफी लोग कहते हैं जैसे कुल पौधा कुल लगाते चलता नहीं है, हम लगाते मेरे हाथ पौधा मरता नहीं देती है कैसा भी।
He has a green thumb. So this also you can see so much Shimla mirch is coming up. So this gives enough Shimla mirch for my whole house. All the way, only 3 of us, but for all 3 it gives.